everyone, Jasper here from Minecraft, and back to a new Minecraft video, and today I want to do a, I wouldn't say a theory or anything, but just a little thing. Well, I guess you could call it a theory, I guess, but something that I just find interesting about the ancient city. Which, yes, the ancient city is one of my favorite biomes in Minecraft, and there may be something kind of dark that you may have not known about the ancient city and the warden itself. Especially when it comes to what if the ancient city was an actual city, right? Which I'm sure a lot of people also talked about this too, about the ancient city being used to be an actual city, but is now destroyed and ended up underground and now being infected by Skulk. Which again, I want to talk about that, and also the warden. Because again, something with the warden that just makes you wonder too, and the Skulk shriekers, the shriekers as well. It just makes you wonder. Something about it though. And that is lost kids. Like the warden trapping kids in the souls of lost children in this environment. Like, what if the warden, maybe the warden was a actual person back in the day, right? Maybe the warden was actually a person. But I mean, of course, everybody would know that we don't even know what the warden is supposed to be. But the Minecraft team just makes us want to talk about theories, make up theories, and talk about, just think what it could actually be. Just funny, good ideas of what it could be. But what if the warden actually had a dark secret? Like, let's just say the warden had a dark secret. If you look inside the Skulk Shriekers, the thing that activates the warden, we can see ghosts, or souls, let's say. Souls inside the Shriekers. And if you look in the warden's chest, too. If you look inside the warden's chest, you can see souls. As, I'll just refer it as souls. I'll just refer it as souls. But, yeah. There are souls inside of its chest. And let's say the ancient city, again, was before it became the ancient city and before it got infected by Skulk. Let's say it was an actual city. People lived in this city, right? People lived in this city. But before it became an ancient, nobody would know why it became like it was, right? Nobody would know why the ancient city became what it is today. But let's just say, before all of this, again, it's just a fun little idea here. But let's say, in a game that actual kids can play, let's say it can have a dark secret, a dark secret of actually having souls of children in this ancient city, and souls of people that used to live in this ancient city too, or what is known as the ancient city. And the warden used to be the leader of this city. And it wasn't even the warden back then too. He would have a regular name like every other person. He would be like a mayor, let's say. He would be like a mayor or president or whatever. The main head, the main runner of the city. And when the place got infected, again, we wouldn't say for sure why the place got infected with Skulk, but we could just say maybe the leader of the city did something horrible caused something horrible to happen, and he was beginning to get affected by the skulk that we know of, and he got all infected, wasn't able to see, because again, the warden can't see, but he can hear, and that's how he's able to sense players and to sniff them too. And he's been locked up in this creature. And let's say that the real person, that the real guy that is the warden, is somewhat probably lost forever inside of the warden's body. And those souls he has collected of different citizens of the town. He may have collected those souls of the different people, the mothers, the children's, the fathers, their family. He may have started to collect souls to keep himself alive and to thrive his own selfish self. Again, this is just talking though, right? Obviously this would not be anything true. This just a little fun thing, because again, that's what the Minecraft team wants all of us Minecraft players to do, is just make fun little theories and of what the warden could be. Because honestly, they never exactly explained what the warden is supposed to be exactly. All they said was, is for us to decide what it could be. And that's what we are doing. The warden used to be, let's just say the warden used to be the ruler of this city, right? He was the ruler of this city, but evil got to him, right? Power got to him, and he started to get affected. Or maybe, let's just put something like Beauty and the Beast here, for example. Let's say the warden was once something like the prince on Beauty and the Beast, and let's say somebody came up, kind of like the Enchantress, right? Let's say somebody like the Enchantress came up to the ruler of the ancient city, and the king of the ancient city, which is now the warden, and asked for shelter or asked for something, and he refused. He refused and demanded her to get tossed out. And she tried pleading with him, but with the angry and jealous and much anger inside of him, he just kept ignoring her. So she turned him into, or not just turned him, but infected the whole city in with Skulk. And all of the city would be buried underground, deep down into the world, where nobody would ever, or at least that's what she would seem, until us Minecraft players discovered the ancient city. Let's just say, before us Minecraft players found the ancient city, she sentenced with her magic, let's say, with this person's magic, she sentenced the whole city to be covered with this icky, dark skulk, and that the ruler would be imprisoned in this monstrous form that is the warden. And the only sense to be able to locate people is to sniff them out and to hear them. And he has granted the power. He got the power to pretty much take out victims of his own kind, of his own city. And that's why we see souls inside of his chest. And in the Skulk Shriekers, is because he's gathering souls and harness, gaining the power to keep him alive. Not just his soul that was once lost, but many others that were also lost in the mayhem too. And why it is so dark and empty. Because he has taken out every single citizen that used to live in this kingdom. This city is now dead, and it is in all their souls are now imprisoned in the warden. And he is now hunting for more souls to vanquish and to capture by us Minecraft players. The souls of us Minecraft players. And of course he goes into deep slumbers under the ground of the ancient cities and can only be woken by if the player makes a subtle sound. By the shriekers. And the noises of the shriekers. The noises of the shriekers. The screeches. The shrieks of the skulk shriekers is the souls of the lost people. The lost people that lost their lives to the warden. What is now the warden. Their later, in a monstrous form. The souls are crying out for help. They are crying out for help. Begging and pleading to be rescued by the curse of their master that has imprisoned them. And that is my theory. Yeah. My theory in a game that kids would play. Or that you would see kids play and grow up playing. But again, games like Minecraft deserve to have dark, very dark theories, right? Games like Minecraft deserve to have dark theories. So, every game deserves to have a dark theory. So, this is just my theory. Obviously, I would never see this being true. But, again, just fun to just talk about. And really, that's what theories are about. Right? That is what theories are about. They're about just coming up with funny, silly, crazy, interesting ideas of making them into theories. But again, I just feel like the ancient city was indeed an actual city. Right? Like if we just take the theory of an ancient city, the ancient city literally being a city and being filled with people and life, but somehow ended up underground as it is now, all destroyed. That would be crazy to think, though, of this ancient city being a legit city. But again, just seeing the ghosts or souls inside the warden's chest and in the shriekers, it just makes you just think that what if the shriekers that activate the warden alert the warden that there are people nearby is actually the citizens actually shrieking for help from the player, begging the player to release them from their imprisoned state. But yeah, I'd like to know what y'all think. Again, just a fun little theory that I thought I'd just come up with one of my favorite interesting mobs in Minecraft, though. Because again, the Warden is definitely a very interesting character. A very interesting creature. Whatever he's supposed to be. He is such an interesting creature. I definitely wanted to make a little fun, little silly theory, though. Just thought that... Because again, I've had this kind of theory for a while, to be honest. I've had this sort of theory for a long time, and I just never talked about it until now. But, again, that's just my little fun theory here. I would like to know what y'all think, though. Does the Warden actually have a dark secret? Are there actual people, old people's souls, trapped inside the Warden? Were there actually people that lived here, but the Warden took out their souls and imprisoned them in himself. Who knows? There are dark secrets besides the warden that are in Minecraft. There are lots of dark secrets that we do not know in Minecraft. Lots of dark secrets besides the warden that we may not know the full truth about. Right? Who knows though? Maybe answers that may never get answered. But yeah, I'd like to know what y'all think, and catch y'all next one.